How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today I'm going to talk about the catchphrase I've been using, don't buy it, you don't need it. I initially used this phrase to bring awareness to the dangers of overspending. But over the years, I've seen this phrase misapplied, used as a blanket statement for every single thing that you can buy. This video is brought to you by Mumu. Get up to 17 free shares of stock just for signing up and depositing various amounts of money. One free stock just for opening up an account, and if you deposit $100, you can get 4 free shares of stock for free, including 2 free shares of either AI or BBAI. If you deposit $1,000 to invest in whichever way that you choose, you can get 10 free additional shares of stock for free. Check out my referral link down in the video description below. You know the Witch of Wall Street? She's considered one of the wealthiest people alive back then. Her nephew actually needed to see the doctor, and she could very well easily afford and pay for whatever surgery he needed, probably for some extreme sense of frugalness, or maybe she heard this catchphrase, don't buy it, you don't need it. She refused to pay for medical expenses for her nephew. He eventually lost his leg, and you can see how this can be a problem. I make a video about whichever product, or maybe even food, and someone goes in and says, don't buy it, you don't need it. This slogan seems to be applied anywhere to anything, even if it's an essential product such as food, water, shelter, and internet. Where do you actually draw the line here? Take luxury goods, for example, right? I personally don't really enjoy buying luxury goods, but I do also understand that sometimes there is a time and place and need to purchase these things. For example, let's take something very exorbitant, like a $10,000 watch or purse or whatever it is. And let's say you have 100 times the amount in cash sitting in the bank. Are you not allowed to use just 1% of your cash holdings on some amount of indulgence? I say yes, you are. If you are financially independent, should you not be allowed to buy things that you enjoy, that you can indulge in? Sometimes you need to purchase certain things that might be considered a luxury, or people might think it's kind of like showing off. But underneath all of this, there's a lot of reasons. Sometimes there will be very, very good reasons, and sometimes there will be very bad reasons. An example of buying something that might seem a little bit too much of a luxury is if you're buying it for business reasons. It's an unfortunate fact, but most of the population will use these visual cues to judge how successful you are. So you can actually use this to your advantage. Maybe you don't really like luxury items yourself. You just need to buy these to do your part as a business partner. This is also the reason why when you go into a car dealership or a luxury goods store, the salespeople would actually size you up very, very quickly to see if you look like you're rich, if you can afford to buy certain things there, because they are on there for commission. They don't want to waste their effort trying to sell to you when they don't even think you're gonna be able to afford buying certain things. Same thing with business. They want to know that you can afford to do business with them and that you are successful. Successful meaning that you are a responsible person, that you can follow up with your word. So all of this goes hand in hand, and there might be a time and place to buy expensive things that some people might inadvertently apply the don't buy it, you don't need it slogan to it. Ultimately, I just wish the best for all of you guys. Financially, I want you to watch these videos and get better financially because of it. Take this iPhone, for example. It actually cost me over $1,000, and I've made videos about not buying iPhones. But why am I buying it myself? Am I not this super frugal type of person where I just say, don't buy it, you don't need it to every single thing under the sun? Fact is, everybody has their reasons for buying certain things. For me, I'm a creator. I make money off of making videos. Therefore, it pays for itself. Actually, you don't even need to make money for it to be a reasonable purchase. Perhaps you value taking very good photos and you want to document your life, and you value this at a certain amount, then heck yeah, go ahead, buy this phone. Buying one item can be reasonable for one person and unreasonable for another, which I do not recommend. For example, if you have to work an entire month to pay for one single phone, in other words, a good 10% of your 1 year income, this is a ridiculous amount to pay for a phone. Also, if you buy it on credit, I would highly advise against doing that. It's like pushing your financial cart before the horse. You're purchasing certain things before you're financially ready to do it. And in doing so and getting ahead of yourself, you are paying a lot of interest. Maybe you're purchasing it on a credit card. You buy this single phone. After all is said and done with interest and whatnot, it's gonna cost you twice the amount, maybe $2,000, than what I pay for it, which is about $1,000. You step back a bit, Be frugal, save up, build a strong foundation, and then after you build a solid foundation, you go and buy the things that you want. Even buying stuff on credit has merits. For example, if you buy a house with a mortgage, it could very well appreciate greatly afterwards, resulting in building your financial net worth. I'm not even against buying a phone on credit if done in the proper circumstance. For example, maybe you are a up and coming creator. You need your phone to generate your content, and it looks like your revenue is coming up and it's most likely going to pay for itself. Then that is probably okay to do. So let me just say that this "don't buy it, you don't need a" catchphrase as a blanket statement, it doesn't apply to everything. Hope this video sheds light on what I meant by this statement. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.